Guys, it is time for a new segment called The C Note. This is just a little piece of my mind. So as free agency rolls around, the odds may shift, but it's clear that the Knicks are a top contender. According to FanDuel, the Knicks are at plus 900 to win the NBA title, which may seem like a long shot, but it's the fourth best odds in the NBA to hoist the Larry O'Brien trophy at the end of the year. So Ian, how do you think the Knicks stack up among some of the best in the association?
Look, yeah, if they're healthy, they're right there. And I think you're going to see them win a lot of regular season games because that's Tom Thibodeau's MO. He has his team playing hard in November, in December, in March throughout the NBA season. So they should win a lot of games in the regular season if healthy. And then you look at the playoffs, and it seems like they're set up for success there too because of the defense. I mean, if Mitchell Robinson's healthy, you have Anunoby, you have Bridges. That's really strong in terms of defense in your starting five. And then Dante DiVincenzo off the bench. I mean, we saw what he could do last year as a starter. If he brings that off the bench, it's going to be even more difficult for teams. So they should be, right there with Boston in the East. And let's see what Philadelphia does. But they should be right there with those teams if they're healthy. And obviously, health you can't control for.
Yeah, Dan, what are your thoughts on how the Knicks stack up among some of the best in the league?
Well, I'll put it to you this way. And look, we're just getting going here on the summer, and I know the teams are going to be making moves, trying to upgrade and improve and everything. But right now, from where I see it, guys, they're the second best team in the Eastern Conference. And when was the last time, as a Knicks fan, going into the season, that you could say, hands down, the Knicks are no worse than the second best team in the Eastern Conference? Probably since there was a guy named Jordan that was wearing a red uniform and he was still playing back in the 90s. That's probably the last time that you could say that hands down. And that's a reason to be excited if you're a Knicks fan, what this front office has done, the players that they've stockpiled, and really the culture that they've built at Madison Square Garden. Expectations are sky high, and I think the only downside, guys, is that there's not going to be a game now for almost 4 months. I wish we could get the season going next week.
I'm with you. Shaun, what do you think?
I agree with Dan. I wish we could start the season immediately. Honestly, this suspense is going to kill me. But I'm going to say it right now. The Knicks will be the first seed in the Eastern Conference. We'll be the number 1 seed. I said before this season we'd be a top 3 seed, maybe not 3. We ended up at 2. We got the 50 wins. I want us to stay healthy. I think what's also good about the McHale acquisition is honestly perfect, both on and off the floor. I think that national media is kind of, some people are like, oh, the Knicks they got marginally better. It's you having 2 long-range defensive wings next to Jalen Brunson and having Mitchell Robinson anchor is such a beautiful setup. And not only that, but OG's issue at times has been durability. So over the course of the season, he may miss some games, and then you just slide Mr. Reliable, a.k.a. Mikal Bridges, over into the 3 slot. You start Dante DiVincenzo, and you don't miss a beat. And so I think this team's very well constructed for the long haul. I like us to win between 55 and 60 games and be the 1 seed. And then the playoffs, I think, in my heart of hearts, even without Julius Randle, if OG stays healthy, Josh Hart stays healthy, I think we beat the Celtics this season. Of course, there's no point in saying that now. It's over. They won the championship. I'm not going to be a loser and talk about it the rest of my life. But moving forward, I don't think that we're inferior to the Celtics. I didn't think so this season. I don't think so going into next year. And I can't wait to actually show that to people.